What? Surgery?
We have to do the surgery.
Ma'am, we're going to take good care of you. Rest assured, we have the best that science has to offer here, and you're in the most capable hands of Dr. Kapoor. Please relax.
Yeah. I came there, I thought you wanted to give me. I was requesting for medicine, not for you to cut me open. What is going on here?
Okay, with the surgery, this is a very small surgery, nothing will happen.
Why do you want to cut me?
Ma'am, we have done this surgery hundreds of times. Trust us, you will be perfectly fine.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Meet Alaja Olubumi Ajakai, the mover and shaker of the Eco Party caucus. Madam Bumi can party until the world ends. In fact, there's no party that she is not invited to. Now, while at a party one day, a friend informs her that Iyakufo is coming. Auntie Bumi quickly looks away, ignoring Iyakufo. Then she moves to the other side, and Auntie Bumi turns again to the other side. Her friend then asks, Iyakufo, I heard you traveled to Turkey. How was it? She says, actually, it's Germany and it's fine. Intentionally using that reply to taunt Auntie Bumi. Will we get to know what is going on between these two friends? Well, let's see. Now, there is a problem with Auntie Bumi. Despite being the life and shaker of every party, her problem is that whenever she's done with the party, Auntie Bumi is alone and lonely. She has no one with her. Now we see Yemi, Auntie Bumi's son, early in the morning receiving a call. Someone asking him to come over. Yemi picks the call and lies that he is already on the bike. Chai.
Where's my money now? Are you doing? Where's my money? Can I get my money? Where's my money?
He has a dance team. Now they are angry that he is late, almost fighting about it. Anyway, let's dance. 5, 6, 7, go. After the routine, he sits down to replay the clip when his friend and manager, Bolu, tells him that what he did is not right. By coming late, he almost spoiled their plan. You cannot continue like this now. You have to grow up and decide if you want to be successful or not. Yemi says it's not his fault. The country is not fair. No lights, no water, no data. He had to hang on a bus even to get here. Bolu says that it is never his fault. Last week he didn't show up. Either he is placing a bet or doing visa lottery. How will anyone take you serious, Yemi? You don't listen. Now we see Auntie Bumi and her friends laughing when Lola, a sales girl, comes to ask if she has seen the alert. Auntie Bumi says yes and then asks Lola to please get her food to her other collections. Oh boy, see clothes that are yet to be worn. What a life. She's still thinking when a voice note pops in her phone. The person says, I heard that you paid Mama Muri's Ashwebi and you are yet to pay back my loan. Oh, it was even a loan she took. We see Auntie Bumi at her store attending to a customer. The customer is asking her to give her discounts when Auntie Bumi begins to feel hot. Lola, put on the fan now. Why is the AC blowing hot? The customer is confused, looking at Auntie for asking for a fan. Auntie even brought out clothes to mop her sweat. Lola, bring the fan now. Auntie shouts again. Put on the fan. Lola is also confused. Auntie, this place is cold now. The customer says, this place is cold now. Cold like Canada self. Auntie, are you okay? She says she's okay. I'm very okay. Auntie Bumi is definitely not okay. She gets dizzy and then falls. What a life. The doctor tells her to please get an extensive diagnosis and possibly a surgery. Auntie says no, never. She forbids operation, but instead she heads to the pastor with anointing oil for prayer. Not just the pastor, she even visited an imam for prayers. Then the doctor asks if she's ready to travel to India to meet a specialist. India? Because of medicine. Doc says no, just proper diagnosis and possibly surgery. For this small thing, you want to cut me? Auntie requests for her usual medicine. The doctor encourages her to please think about her son and everything she has. After a moment, Auntie agrees to go to India. In India, by the way, a Bollywood film producer is looking for dancers. Now, because of the budget cuts down, they can't afford group dancers. Instead, they want to select only one dancer from Nigeria. Now, among the videos being considered is Yemi. The boss asked the PA to get in touch with him. Now, back in Nigeria, Auntie Bumi has been trying for days to get in touch with her son Yemi, but to no avail. Now, frustrated, she decided to send him a voice note. Yemi, what is going on? You've not spoken with me for days. Where are you? You are the only one I have. Please call me. Please call me. Now, Bolu rushes to tell Yemi that finally the way is open. He has been selected and they would like to speak with him. They spoke with him directly and oh my, I can only imagine the joy Yemi is feeling right now. He even thanks the God of his mother for answering his prayers. Yemi is going to India, finally. But Yemi, we see Auntie Bumi finally in India. Welcome to Mumbai. Now we see an auto rickshaw popularly known as Keke Napep in Nigeria drop. Wait, Yemi is also in India now. On the other side of Mumbai, Yemi's mom, Auntie Bumi, is having an awesome reception. The accommodation is top notch. Now Bolu calls Yemi to confirm if he has gotten to India. He said yes. He then asked him to call his mom. I know you don't want her to know you are in India. At least answer her call. These guys don't know that Auntie Bumi is also in India. Now, Auntie Bumi calls home to let them know that she has arrived, telling them about how beautiful India is and how palatial her hotel is. They have relatives in India, but both mother and son are not staying with the relative. Now we see the brother Olumide having a morning job, an unhappy and strict man. In fact, during his morning run, there is this chubby woman that always waves at him and he would look at her like she's nothing, like she's a nobody. Hey, Olumide is so rich that he has an Indian house help working for him. We see Auntie Bumi praying as if it is the prayer that will remove the fibroid. Then the doctor enters and she quickly composes herself. Good morning, I am Dr. Siddharth Kapoor. How are you? Great. I see you're a Nigerian. Auntie Bumi wanted to pick offense. Is there any problem about that? Doctor says, no. In fact, my wife's a Nigerian. Auntie Bumi says, hey, that means I'm your mother-in-law. And they both laugh about it. The doctor checks her file and then says, she will need to do more tests. More tests? Yes, just to reconfirm. She asks, okay, in how many weeks should I return? Abba, we can do it now. That's to show that India and Nigeria are not mates when it comes to healthcare. So the ultrasound and other test was done and the doctor gets back to Auntie Bumi. Now, Auntie Bumi is busy asking about his Nigerian wife and how many years they have been married for. He says 5 years. How many kids? He says no kids. She asks him not to worry that very soon they will have kids running around. The doctor informs her that he will need to admit her because they need more tests. The test will be done when her stress level is not up. So, do you have anyone to call? She almost answered yes, but then remembered that Olumide doesn't want her around. Now we see the doctor's wife, Zainab, with her husband's niece at the playground. This young girl is such an interesting girl. Her mother arrives and after talking, she says she's also looking forward to playing with Zainab's kid too. That statement made her feel bad. Obviously, it's like she and her husband have been trying for 5 years to have children. Now Yemi arrives at the dance rehearsal ground only to meet another dancer, Ronnie, mocking him for his colorful clothes. Now, welcome everyone. To start the dance sequence, leads in the center and extras outside. Yemi thinking he will be a lead, he quickly jumps to the center only to be told, nope, you are an extra. That bully Ronnie is actually a lead. That was awkward for Yemi. Now, Yemi is introduced officially. Please welcome from Nigeria, Mr. Yemi Ajakai. Yemi says, Ajakaye. Oh, okay. Ajakai. Now it's time to eat. Now we see Yemi. Yep, this guy will fall our hand. This guy is holding 2 plates. I mean, 2 plates. Even tasting from the, oh my lord. Did he just taste directly from the, oh lord. He kept packing this food until Ronnie mocks him again, calling him a third world problem. Now another female dancer defends Yemi, telling Ronnie to stop that. He is also from a third world too. She leaves and then drops a smile with Yemi. Now getting home, the wife tells him about how much fun she had with the young girl earlier. Then Dr. Kapoor says their children will be lucky to have her as their mother someday. Wait, as their mother? Her face changed. See that? Are you fishing? This couple are not seeking to have kids. They have both agreed to never have kids. Never. The wife doesn't want, but now the husband wants kids. The wife is not happy about him changing his mind, with Olumide's PA telling him he has a guest that is not on his itinerary. Olu says, tell them I can't see them. The PA says, it's Mr. Kabir. And Mr. Kabir enters immediately, straight to the wine bottle, and then sits. Olumide is a straight to businessman, no small talks. So, any news on the property? Kabir says, he knows there are some bosses that even though they are nice, their staff still spits in their drink. Not to talk of you, that you are not nice. House when she hears the doorbell. Who is it? Yes, Isioma is here from Nigeria. They greeted, how are you? I'm good. How are you even here? The hat was causing heat. Isioma had to take it off. Okay, what will you eat? Isioma says some jollof. No, that's for my husband. She says she'll bring us something else and then she leaves. Isioma looks around and notices something. Zainab is cleaning. Isioma knows that Zainab only cleans this heavy when something is bothering her. Now Zainab's husband is at the office on a lunch break with Karina, the night shift husband. You know what I mean. Don't let me sleep Bella. Karina noticed Kapoor is lost in thought. What's going on? Tell me. A problem shared is a problem solved. Say it. The doctor then asked her, what do you think about kids? See how she begins to smile. They're a blessing and a hectic, yes? Hope she is not thinking he wants to have kids with Asha. She says she babysits too and she loves kids a lot. That's why she finds the time for them. She says one day she wants to have a house full of kids with the right man. Doctor says, well, she will get such man someday. She says the man is not far. She can even smell him, insinuating something, but the doctor still did not get the message. They even exchange their food. She collects his jollof. See, Karina is moving up the bar. Now back to Isioma and Zainab. We see them heading out for shopping and sightseeing. While Isioma even playfully says that hope she can get a husband in India. Then we see Yemi and his dance mate practicing their dance routine over and over. Someone is about to catch feeling. Ronnie would not let them have peace. Yemi is not letting that deter him, Sha. He kept practicing nonetheless. Routines that would make someone catch feelings. Now after the dance, we see Yemi come down of a keke marwa, an auto rickshaw. And we see Zainab and Isioma board another one. They head out to a park to gist after their shopping. There, Isioma asks Zainab why she brought out the heavy-duty cleaning gel. Remember, Isioma knows that Zainab cleans whenever something is bothering her. So she asks her, tell me. Zainab says, Sid wants kids. And you don't want? Zainab says, no. Why don't you want kids? Zainab did not answer. Instead, she says, by the way, he has also changed. Sid is not the man I married. In fact, he has abandoned me. Wow, that's serious. He stopped cooking for you, caring, writing notes for you. Zainab says no. Isime says he's still the same seed you married now. Zainab says, okay, it's the kid issue. Isime tells her the truth. See, people change. You don't like lemons before, but now you do. I don't like plain, but now see me. How did I get to India? Through plain. Zainab says, see, lemon and kids are not the same. So Yemi is feeling good. On his way to meet his girl, co-dancer, Ronnie blocks him and sits on his chair. Yemi moves somewhere else and then Ronnie begins to mock him again. Down boy, good boy. Yemi still ignores him until he calls Yemi idiot in India. What did he talk? Did he insult me? Auntie says Yemi should just ignore him. Then he says something hurtful about Yemi finishing up his leftover and threw the apple at him. Guy, which one be this now? I don't watch you since, guy. You don't find my trouble since I come here. What did I do you now? Ronnie calls him Ode in Yoruba. Imagine someone insulting you in your own mother tongue. Yemi dares him to repeat it. He did, and Yemi delivers some punches and jabbing, taking him down immediately. Then their manager arrives. What's happening here? And they both point at each other. What? Surgery? What are you doing? Auntie Bumi has been informed that she will undergo surgery. This woman begins to panic. She has serious phobia for it. Why do you want to cut me open? The doctors assures her that it's a small thing. She should not worry. No, Auntie Bumi wails and cries, asking for her son. I want my son. She can't be alone at this point. Doctor said that to talk to her like a mother and son, assuring her that all will be well. It will be fine. See, after the operation, you can eat your amala and you can meet your son. Hi. He hugs her. The hug and assurance calms her down a little. Then he leaves and then she picks her phone and calls Bolu. Bolu, what if where is my son? Bolu begins to find excuse, ma. He's NIN, ma. He's in school, Auntie Bumi says, I just want to tell him that I am in India. India? Yes, for an operation. Bolu, what if operation? She says she needs to tell her son before she enters the theater. I have 7 hours. Bolu says, we will find him quick. Now at the family lunch, Dr. Seed's mother, Mama, is praising Zainab for her good cooking skill. Her biryani is delicious. Now, from the spicy taste of the biryani, Mama sensed that Zainab is expecting a child. She's pregnant. Now, remember we saw Zainab earlier with the pregnancy test kit. So, she may be pregnant really. So, the woman mentioned that, even saying that it's going to be a baby boy. Now, as expected, Zainab's mood changed. She couldn't pretend anymore. She tells the mother that she's not pregnant and they are not expecting a kid and they don't want kids. What? The mother is angry and disappointed. So you can have kids, but you don't want to. Don't say this blasphemy. She says it's not blasphemy, Mama. We have never planned and we will never plan for a child. The sister asks her that, are you okay with this? Zainab looks at her husband to hear his response and guess what? The man stood up for the wife. He says it's their decision and the family should keep their opinion to themselves. This comes as a surprise to Zainab because she was expecting the husband to say something else. It really touched her and she began to cry. Auntie Bumi even informs him that she's going for surgery in the next 1 hour. She just wants to let him know. Now we see them push Auntie into the theater with no one standing by her side. Not even her son or brother. What a life. She has lived her life and she's at peace with the results, whatever it may be. Despite being at peace with the results, guys, you can still see the fear on her face as she's being pushed into Yemi meets at the producer's vanity. Ronnie asks if he has packed his bag already. Yemi says, abeg move back. See, forget, if I catch you for streets, I go finish you. Oh yeah, come in. Getting inside, the first thing the producer says is, you are fired. Hey, voila. Ronnie begins to mock him, only to hear that it's not Yemi. Ronnie has been fired. What a save. Oluwa, Oriyami. Now, more good news. Yemi has been added to the movie, not only as a dancer, but now as a supporting lead role. Ronnie has been written out of the story. That means he will be given a new contract. This guy giving him the news is so excited as he attempted to dance Bese. Hey, abeg, don't try it again. They both celebrated the news. Now, Zainab arrives at the office to meet her husband. She asks about her husband if he's in the office, only to see him and her walking out to the hallway with her hands on his arm. Oh boy, he sees her. Jan, is everything fine? Are you okay? She says, everything is fine. If everything is fine, why are you at the hospital? She was just looking at him. Then she says she misses him. He replies that he misses her too. And then they both hug it out. It was awkward for Karina that she had to leave. Tibumi, the life of party in Eko, goes to finalize the preparation, only for Olumide to enter with Yemi. Surprise! She's excited. Mommy! Auntie Bumi hugs her son. Thanks to her brother, he hugs her son again and begins to beat him. How dare you neglect your mother on her deathbed? Yemi apologized to her. They are still greeting when her phone rings. The cake is here. Now, the doctor and Zainab arrives. Just them alone. They are early. The wife says, I told you, this is an opportunity to leave. He says, okay, he is going to call Auntie Bumi to tell her that the wife is sick, so they can't come again. No. Every Nigerians know that my wife is not feeling too well. It's a code for she doesn't want to come. So don't do that. Besides, why aren't you the one sick? He says, because he is not a Nigerian, and then Auntie Bumi enters. Guess what? Zainab and Auntie Bumi knows each other way back from Niger. What a coincidence. Zainab says she is surprised that Mr. Adeleke, that's Olumide, could host a dinner party. Abio. Auntie Bumi says, he's just changing. Changing? Is he dying? She says, no, I am the one dying. The point Auntie Bumi is trying to pass to Zainab is, change is constant. She may not want a child now. That doesn't mean she can't change her mind for the sake of her loved ones. Oh yeah, let's party. Food's coming in here and there, everything smelling so good, and then Olumide comes in. Zainab, it's good to see you. Welcome. Dr. Sid gives him the gift, he appreciates it, and then turns to Zainab again, thanking her for coming. Now let's eat. Olumide says, I hope she is not difficult to treat. Dr. Sid says, no, Auntie is a saint. She cracks jokes and plays with the staffs. The only time he saw her sad was when she wasn't able to contact Yemi. Oh, Yemi begins to lie again. It's NIN, no. In my country, if you don't have NIN, they'll block your phone. Blah, blah, blah. Olumide tells him his excuses doesn't make sense. Yemi turns to Uncle. Uncle, take it easy now. I'm not a kid. What's your business? Are you my father? Hey, shut your mouth. Who are you? What's your problem? And he begins to scold Yemi that even back in Nigeria, she has been calling and calling. He doesn't pick his calls. That she tolerated him doesn't mean she is a useless mother. What's your problem? Yemi says, okay, mom, let me tell you the truth. Uncle says, now is not the time. My brother, please, let him speak, please. Yemi then told the mom that he doesn't want to go to school, but she refuses to listen. He has passion for something else. But if he tells her, she won't accept. Abba, okay, what is it you wanted to do? Yemi says, see, mommy, it's not that I am lazy. In fact, I have been in India since. Yes, I won a dance competition and I was invited over. I have even gotten a contract. Very soon, I will be acting safe. Me, I can't go back to Lagos. So Dr. Sid apologizes that he doesn't mean to start all this trouble. Olumide says, we don't need to apologize. You did nothing wrong. Then he turns to Yemi. There's nothing wrong with finding our way in life. It is who we are and what our people are. What our people are not is a man using finding his way as an excuse to disrespect his elders. That's not who we are. Do you hear me? Yemi then apologized. Auntie Bumi asked him to apologize like a proper Yoruba boy, which he did. He prostrated to Uncle and apologizes proper. Uncle Olumide then tells him that he will start schooling in India. There's nothing wrong with him pursuing his passions, but passions should not replace education. He wants to hand over some business to him, but he needs to be sure that they will be in good hands. Oh, Yemi is excited to hear that. Then they pop champagne and then Olumide gives a fine speech about second chances and all. It was so emotional that Zainab burst into tears and then left the dining. Auntie B runs to join her. What is it? What's going on? This experienced woman knows that Zainab is pregnant, so she asks her, Zainab, did you tell him? Zainab says she is so sure that she doesn't want a child. That's why she wanted to abort the pregnancy, a decision that she should not have made all by herself. If Sid hears about it, he would hate her. Auntie consoles her and assures her that Sid loves her and he would never hate her. Unknown to them, Sid was standing beside them listening to everything. Zainab tells him sorry. Dr. Sid says, you should have told me. He says he is angry, but he is also happy that now he knows why she has been acting strange all this while. But no matter what though, he can never hate her. Then he says, we are in this together. We will make the decision together. Zainab says she wants to keep the baby. Sid is going to be an awesome father and she has learnt that strength comes with change. Sid is excited. Finally, he will be a father. They also said many sweet things to each other and then they returned to the dining. Then they announced to everyone that they will be having a baby. Wow, this calls for celebration. Yemi says he will be the godfather and then he receives a message on his phone. He has been casted to be in the Bollywood movie. Finally, Auntie Bumi collects his phone to snap and send home. Yamuri must hear of this. Mommy, wait now, let me act first. Don't let my village people do me. For where this excited mother snaps to Pepe Yamuri in Niger. This was all fun and love and then the movie ends. Now, this is smooth. A fun watch. And what do you think about it? Did you know that the maker of this movie also made Namaste Wahala? Yes, this is their second attempt at Nollywood-Bollywood collaboration. So what do you think about the movie? As for me, I'm not that happy that Yemi did not get to date Harit. They did not spend enough time fleshing out their romantic parts. We also never get to know what is going on between Yakofo and Auntie Bumi. Also, when and where did Zainab and Olumide meet? A lot of plot holes, questioned and answered in this movie, and we will discuss them on our new channel. This movie is fine. Please tell me what you think in the comment section, and thank you for watching this video.